In this video, we'll talk about Java Scanner class. Now, Java provides a special class that's called Scanner, and this is going to help acquiring users' input. Now, this class is provided as a part of a known Java package called util. And remember, we said we'll have some packages which are pre-compiled classes that are included when we install Java. Now, in order for us to access this package, we need to first import that package using the keyword import. Now, all of your import statements must appear at the top of your code. Now, the import statements, by saying they are at the top of the code, that means they are not enclosed within the class. They should be outside of the class before defining your class, not even after it, or not inside your curly braces. Now, again, how can I access Scanner class? The first thing is we need to import the class, and we said it resides in java.util. So we will write the following line: import java.util.scanner. Now, once we import this, the package is going to be there ready for us to use it. The next step is we want to create a variable to store our scanner object, and the variable type has to match the same value type or the same contents type. So what we will do is we'll create what we call a scanner object, and this is done by declaring the type as follows. So in this case, remember we said we will create a type that matches the value that's in there. So scanner is going to be my variable type, and keyboard is the name. You can call it any name, so I usually call it scn, for example. And this is going to be a new object that I'm going to create. So I will say this is equal to a new scanner, and within parentheses I have to type in this system.in. That means whatever that's coming from the keyboard's input. And then I will start using the keyboard or the scn, which is whatever name you named your object, to get the user's input wherever we need it. Now we create this object once in our application, and we can use it throughout the application multiple times. Now you need to specify what type of input you are retrieving. So the general syntax is this: variable type and then variable name, so this is just like defining a variable, is equal to whatever you named your scanner's object, followed by a dot, followed by a method from the scanner class that is going to help you acquire that specific variable type. For example, we have next int to grab an integer, next double is going to grab a double. Now to grab a character, we will do next dot char at 0. So what does this mean? This means give me the next string input and give me the first character of that string input. And then next is going to give you a single string. Next line is going to give you the full line of string. Now scanner can also get other data types such as boolean and byte, but these ones are the ones that we will be using the most. So let's go ahead and work on this. Let's create some Java project. So I'll create it here on this folder. So I'll go and create a new project. Let me call it input, because I'm testing the user's input.java. And let me save this. So I will go ahead and open it with my favorite text editor, which is Notepad++. And this is going to be it. Now what I will do first is I need to grab the user's input. And remember, when we are using scanner class, the first thing you gotta do is to import the scanner class so you can start using it. And to import the scanner class, we need to remember that it is inside java.util. So the very first line of my code, when I say the very first line, it doesn't have to say line 1 there, but it can be on any other line as long as it's before my class. I will type in import, and it's all lowercase, java all lowercase again, dot util all lowercase again, dot scanner starts with an uppercase because it's the name of the class. And then I have to end my statement with a semicolon. Then I will start typing in my class, so public class, and I will call it input because I just named my file input, and open close curly braces. Now the execution is going to start from my main method, so public static void main, and in here I will have string args, and inside my main method I will start by creating my scanner object. Now you can create it anytime as long as it's before you start using it. But for example, I will create the scanner object and then have a print statement. You can flip those. It's not gonna make any issues because remember, the Java execution is going to go from top to bottom. And as long as I don't need to use the scanner object before I create it, then I should not have any problems. So I will go ahead and create scanner. So in the slides, I know we called it keyboard, but for me I like to call mine scn is equal to a new scanner, and within parentheses I will say system. And remember, system is a class, so it's going to start with uppercase dot in. I will end this with a semicolon as well. Now this is just a simple print statement, so system dot out dot print line, and let me do something like please enter a name, or better yet, your name. Now how do I get that name? I need to store it in a variable that suits it. So the name is going to be a string, so it's better if I enter a string. So string name is equal to scn, which is my scanner object, dot. So I'll start with next, and then we will do next line, and we will see the difference between those. So next. Now once this line executes, then I will have the name inside that variable called name. So what I can do again is I can just copy this line and come here, put it here, and say hello space plus name, which is the variable that I have, plus, and then I want to have something funny like this, just a smiley face. So I went ahead and saved it. I will open up a new command prompt screen, and I will navigate to my folder, so cd desktop/code, and I will compile javac input.java, and then scn. Oh, I forgot the equal sign. I just missed it while typing. So then Java input, so it's gonna say please enter your name, John, and then it says hello John with a smiley face. Now where did it get this? Is in right here from the name. Now what is the difference if I say next and like next line? Let me run this back again. Please enter your name, John Millers. Hello John. It didn't get this part. how can I make it get this part? I can go ahead and use next line, because remember we said next is going to get only one word of the string, so it's going to start right after the first space, or it's gonna stop right after the first space, sorry. So now I need to compile, and I will run it and enter your name, John Miller's, and see, now it gets the whole thing. Now this is the difference between next and next line. Now what if I want to do something like numbers? So please enter the first number, and then I will need this back again here. I will fix the line on top, but let's do second number. Now first of all, if I'm expecting a number, I would save it in some sort of a number format to be able to work with it. Since I didn't say whether it's an integer or a decimal number or a non-decimal number, I will, just to be safe, assume that I may get some decimal numbers. So double n1 is equal to scn.next double, because I'm expecting a double, and then I will have another double here to hold the other value. So double n2 is equal to scn.next double as well, and this is going to give me the other double. Now what I can do is system.out.print, and then I will say n1 times n2, and I need a plus sign between those because this is a string, plus another one of these is equal to, let me just have a space here, and let me have this as an X because it's going to look better in my printing, plus, and then what I will do is n1 times n2. So this is a very simple calculation where I will ask the user to provide me with the numbers instead of typing them myself. Java C input, and then Java input. Please enter the first number. I will say 5. Please enter the second number, 3, and then it says 5 times 3 is equal to 15. Now what I did is I just got doubles here. You see the zeros because I entered like non-decimals with doubles. If I want to make them integers, I can just say this is an integer, and instead of next double, it's going to be the next int, which is next integer. And let's just do one real quick. So next int, and I will leave the second one as a double. It doesn't matter, because we can indeed work with an equation that has an integer and a double. So this is going to be 10, and this is going to be 2. It's going to give me 20.0, but look at this. Now I don't have a 0.0 here because this is an integer and this is a double, this is a double. So this is basically how you get the user's input.